Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, in front of a Machinist guild. Because Machinist has reached 80. Serenia, my prospectometer never fails. I knew your own well-owned instincts would alert you to my current turmoil. 'Tis our faithful Joye who concerns me. Her behavior has been awfully odd of late. Frequent outings to parts unknown, acting secretive, that sort of thing. It reminds me of a time her father was being held captive, and I worry that she once more finds herself a victim of nefarious circumstances. That is, as they say, where you come in. An adventurer and machinist of your caliber should have little trouble discerning the severity of her situation. Discreetly, of course. I would make a few subtle inquiries myself, but I fear that Joye, her senses on edge as they are, would soon detect the attempt. As fortune would have it, she just left on one of her mysterious outings. You should be able to catch her in the vicinity of St. Renette's Forum if you leave immediately. Sorry, Joye. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I just got here myself. As a matter of fact, we'd best be getting along all the same. Aye, today's the day. I can feel it. With Hilda? Champion. You have business in the city? With my sister, mayhap? I thought I spied her in the crowd, making her way to the forum. So, Lord Stephanian is concerned for Joye, then. Well, he has placed his trust in the right agent if it is discretion he requires. As it happens, I may even have information of use to you. It's been brought to my attention that Joye and Hilda have been spotted together in Falcon's Nest on more than one occasion. They've both earned a measure of fame here in Ishgard, you see? Sufficient to warrant a curious mention to the Terrible Knights when the two of them are seen traveling as a pair. I'm somewhat curious about Hilda's activities myself, but I shall leave further investigation in your capable hands. Pray convey my regards to Lord Stephanian. Oh, Serenia, welcome back. Were you able to divine aught of consequence? With Hilda, you say? What in Halona's name could they be doing in Falcon's Nest? Not a peep from my prospectometer. I suppose there's naught else for it. We must fall back on old-fashioned reconnaissance. Pray lend me your assistance a while longer, Serenia. To Falcon's Nest we go. Ah, there you are, Serenia. Had you any idea how famous our machinists have become? I had only need to mention Joye and Hilda by name to be inundated with a veritable flood of rumors. It would seem our unlikely pair are en route to the Black Iron Bridge, and just like that we have our next destination. The ladies are supposedly on their mystery errand somewhere in this area. Let us have a good look around. Shots from a firearm. There can be no mistaking the owners. Come, we might have a better view from the edge of a cliff. A competition? It's not good. I've got nothing. What about you, Joye? My mind's a blank. Easy enough to say, but a damn sight harder to do, eh? We've always had an instructor before showing us the way. Not surprising we'd stumble a bit trying to come up with stuff on our own. I suppose I thought we'd have had more progress by now. Are you sure we shouldn't ask his lordship for a little advice? That would defeat the purpose then, wouldn't it? If we had to stand on our own 2 feet, then we need to work this out ourselves. You're right. We just keep shooting then and hope we find our target. Let's move on. I keep meaning to ask, but how in the bloody hells do you do that? Do you flick off a hairband when you draw your weapon, or...? No time for questions, Hilda. Your breath would be better spent searching for new things to shoot. It was I who dreamed up the Machinists, and Rosenthal who helped to bring the idea into being. The machine we put together, well, that was driven forward by the likes of you and Joye and Hilda. Then it's natural, as if I had planned it, you and those 2 ladies took charge of my designs. 'Tis a strange feeling. How wildly the needle flicks betwixt the mentor's pride and an inventor's longing. It would seem, however, that our comrades are experiencing some difficulties with the particulars of developing new techniques, a problem to which we might offer a solution. But in light of their efforts to achieve independence, to simply begin bellowing directions seems... boorish. Have you any idea on how to proceed? You give their imaginations a nudge. A little creative push, you think? That could certainly help break them out of a stump they find themselves in. But how exactly to provide that inspiration? But of course, the answer stands right there in front of me. You stand at the peak of a profession, the living embodiment of all it means to be a machinist. All we need to do is have you demonstrate the techniques you have acquired and refined over the course of your illustrious career. What could possibly be more inspiring? I shall head out now and herd a suitably monstrous opponent back for you to dispatch. The sounds of shots ringing out should bring the ladies running to investigate, just as theirs alerted us to their location. Right then, we can reconvene at this spot once our little show is concluded. Okay, a fight. Now, I hope this is not too difficult because I'm not very well equipped for level 80. Nicely done, Serenia. I'm truly in awe of what can accomplish with my contraptions. Tell me, where did you learn such control and power? I fought to save a distant star. I fear the magnitude of such a journey falls beyond the scope of my prospectometer, but the results of your experience speak for themselves. And assuming they were watching, our two machinist comrades will have certainly gleaned a lesson or two from your expert demonstration. Yes, I believe our work is done. We return to Ishgard. Nope. You can't see them. My thanks, Serenia. I'd have been at a complete loss in this matter were it not for your invaluable assistance. I imagine I'm not the only one singing your praises this day. Speaking of which... Look at you two. Fake as thieves you are. It seems we was right. Whether a brusque greeting, even for you, dear Hilda. Something on your mind? Well, it wasn't awfully convenient for Serenia to put on a grand show of skill, just as we were scratching our noggins over new techniques. And I wager it was me lordship who had her pulling the trigger. How did you... What, did you think you was being sneaky? The notoriously helpful champion of Ishgard popping up right there and when we needed her? Unlikely. It was not that we are ungrateful, you see, it's just... he was already trying so hard to follow in your wake. It was like being lost at sea and finding an island that's not on the map. A bit perplexing, but welcome all the same. I guess what we're saying is that you've given us our bearings and a firm footing to start charting our own course. And there you have it. Further proof that my prospectometer was in fine working order when it first chirped in your presence. Right, well, we said our piece. It's time we got back to squeezing on triggers. Keep an eye out, my lordship. Soon enough we'll be the ones showing you what a machinist can do. Was my subterfuge truly so transparent? How swiftly my charges have grown and how easily did it slip my notice. So unlike the deliberate evolution of my inventions. But let us not forget your astonishing development. I dare say no barrage of shots has ever proven so instrumental. Thank you again, Serenia, and do feel free to drop by the manufactory from time to time, even when we're not threatened by some peace-shattering crisis. I'm a machinist, not a man. And he's proud of Joye for walking her own path. Okay, but that's already it for the machinist. Wasn't much, but nice to see the others coming into their own. Until next time then, I'm Ace, and don't get lost.